All right, the LA Chargers get good news for the defense. We've been talking about the offense like crazy, what they're going to do in the draft, but the defense gets some good news. If you're new to the channel, we're Detroit Lions fans, but this channel fully dedicated to the Chargers. We're Jim Harbaugh fans, started this channel. Here we are now as we get close to the draft, a couple weeks away. Here is the good news. First of all, offensively, just keeps talking about weapons, and understand that, and that's absolutely what the Chargers need to do. You've got Omarion Hampton from North Carolina that could fall to you. You're looking at a tight end in the first round. You're looking at wide receiver has been mocked to you. But there's another guy that now has kind of been talked about that I think is really important. And the defense can't be overlooked. And I don't think the defense will be overlooked. And that's Kenneth Grant. So a new article put out has the Chargers taking Kenneth Grant. And this is great news because Colson Loveland's from Michigan. He's tied to him, of course. But the trenches have always been an emphasis for Joe Ortiz and Jim Harbaugh. It's something that they're going to do, and it's something that they're going to focus on. So if they can't go into your offensive line, don't be surprised if they go something like Kenneth Grant. And knowing Joe in his days with the Ravens, they were always strong up the middle. So I think they'll go best available defensive line. That's Kenneth Grant. That's Williams out of Ohio State. Could be in play for them in round 1 and or round 2, respectively. Both are consistent run defenders who fit what the Chargers want to do. In just a second, we're going to do a mock draft, defensive-focused mock draft, and it's kind of cool to just see because, again, we have been so focused, hyper-focused on the offense and what they need that we forget that the defense needs some things too. Kenneth Grant, man, when you watch his highlights, I mean, the offensive lineman stepped on his foot there, you know. So I'm a Michigan fan, so like I'm all about this. I've seen every play. He's shockingly quick. He can spin. If anything, he lacks power, but he makes up for that in quickness, which is just crazy because he's a monster of a dude and just an incredible athlete. Now, with that being said, watch this where here is kind of that same play. He's right here. He's just going to get completely blocked. And you can't miss these plays, too. This Texas center just washes him to the moon. You're like, okay. Doesn't like that. But then here's Kenneth Grant again against USC. Another where you're like, dang. And then here's this one that his famous hustle play where he chases down a running back. It's kind of cutting, making a move. He's good. He is good. So that is great. Let's improve the defense. Like, you're going to get better. You have 10 picks. You're going to get better any way you look at it because the draft picks are so valuable. Okay, so let's do that. Let's do a defensive-focused mock draft just for fun here. Nothing but defensive players. Oh, my gosh. Will Johnson falls to you. Why is he there at 22? Don't know, but drafting Will Johnson. Okay, linebacker. I'd like a defensive end. Oh, this dude sucks. Again, maybe it's just because I'm an Ohio State fan. Or I'm a Michigan fan. I'm not an Ohio State fan. Jared Ivey, edge. So we just went corner, edge. Oh, guard. Oh, man, a lot of good stuff here. Safety. Defensive lineman Jordan Phillips out of Maryland. I'm just doing the first 4 rounds, I believe. R.J. Mickens, safety. Let's do it. All right. This is just defensive-only draft, and you kind of see what it looks like. Will Johnson's an A, B+, and D+ for the safety. But the defense needs help too. And let's not forget about that. Okay, let's do a new mock draft. Let's do offense only. Because this is kind of probably more realistic. In this, I would not hate if the Chargers went offense entirely here in the draft. All right, Matthew Golden. He keeps being there, and I just want to do it. I think he's the best wide receiver in the draft. So to get him at 22, you get the best wide receiver, like that's That's crazy. Okay. Oh yeah, baby. Arroyo. Elijah Arroyo is somebody that we've talked about on this channel quite a bit. Special. Do I go running back now? I'd love a guard or a center, but Damian Martinez out of Miami. I'll do it. And then lastly, Seth McLaughlin, center. Wow. Perfect. A plus, Matthew Golden. Arroyo, B plus. Damian Martinez, I understand that. Seth McLaughlin's not great, but I think he'll be fine. So don't forget about the defense. That's all I'm going to say. Do not forget about the defense. Let me know in the comments, NBA-wise, playoffs are about to start. Who's your team? Who's your team, if you have one? Or I don't even watch the NBA. Ever since it went to a 3-point perimeter league, I'm out. Gone are the days of Sean Kemp, Karl Malone. Man, you could go on and on about the Glenn. You know who's really good that nobody talks about? I don't know. I could go on and on about 90s basketball. Just the days. Allen Houston. That's what I was going to say. He could just doesn't matter who's on him. He would just shoot over you. All right, let me know in the comments. We'll see all of you on the next one.